Hi everyone, it's Mama Erin, or Miss Erin, or Miss Mama. You might know me from the parent-child classes, Wildflowers, Morning Glories, and Sweet Peas at the Santa Fe Waldorf School. Or you might just know me as Crafty Mama. I am also the queen of thrifting. I love luxury things, but don't make a lot of money. So, cashmere is one of my favorite things. It's made from the hair of baby goats. And my kids, human kids, they love it too because it's the softest fabric and the warmest natural fabric that kids can tolerate next to their skin. Natural fabrics are good for all of us. They breathe, they help us regulate our temperature, and we're animals too. So I really like having natural fibers close to my skin. Cashmere sweaters can be very stylish. They can also be not so stylish. But if you find one at a thrift store that doesn't quite fit, you can run it through the wash and voila, it will shrink probably half its size depending on the weave. And then you have an instant cashmere sweater for your child. This of course used to be mine, ran it through the wash and oops, now it fits my 5-year-old daughter. So she wears that one every day. We've also made, Mama Kais made this one. This is the cutest little pilot cap you ever saw, made from an upcycled sweater. Doesn't fit me, but it fit all my babies. And, you know, lots of different rough renditions of sweater pants that my children have loved through the years. Children really like when you make them things, especially in the first 7 years. My children just adore the homemade clothes. Even though they're scrappy and rustic, they don't seem to mind. So it's all about the love you put in it. I like to go to the men's section in the thrift store because often old man sweaters are the best. They're very lightly worn and they're very fine fabrics. This is a cotton cashmere mix, so it's not the warmest, but it's great because it's big. So nice wide armpit is what you're looking for, and nice long sleeves that'll fit, this probably fit up to a 5-year-old. And you can always roll and then grow with them. So today I'm going to show you how to make pants out of an old cashmere sweater. So, as a pattern, I use my kids' old pants. They ripped in the crotch, so I just cut them, and I'm going to use this little J-shape pant to cut out my sweater. So you take the sweater. This was a fabulous find. Turtlenecks, nab them. Super, super handy for lots of things. I won't go into all the projects you can do with a turtleneck, but today we're going to use this sweater turtleneck as a really high-waisted pants, which you can fold over, or you can turn into overalls for your baby boo. So this happened to be 100% cashmere, stylish pink racing stripe, almost like a bell sleeve, which is going to be bell bottom, so little Rosie's going to be psyched when she gets this stylish outfit. And what I did was, I just had the pants, I had the sweater. This is 2 sleeves now, but you know, you cut 1 sleeve at a time, you line it up. I'm pretty rough and tumble and pretty fast because I don't have a lot of time. I have 3 children and I'm busy. So you match the armpit with the crotch pit. Line it up, this seam to the inner seam of the sleeve. If it's super long, it's okay. You'll roll it up. Children tend to get longer and taller before they get wider. So this may fit your child for a couple years and they'll just get whoop, like a beanstalk, right? So you line it up, you cut it. Now you can always leave a seam allowance, which if you have a big enough sweater, which this really isn't, we left a little bit. Sometimes you have to tug a little bit. It was about a 1/2 inch seam allowance. With a bigger sweater, you can add more and leave just a edging of about 1 inch, 1/2 inch. So this is already cut out. Papa Dana did these. And here's the secret trick. This is one sleeve, just turned inside out. And then we we took the other sleeve, which was right side out. We slipped the right side into the inside outed one. Doesn't really make sense with English words, but you'll see one fits right inside the other. The good side, the outside, are facing inside with each other. And the insides are now both on the outsides. So they fit together, fold it over. This is what it's going to look like. This seam here is actually the crotch seam. So Papa Dana basted it, which means he did a runner stitch down, binding the two together. Because it doesn't have a sewing machine, I said I'd do him the favor of running it through my machine, which I'm going to do now. Pardon the noise, but this is my good old trusty Janome. Best machine ever, not broken once, and I've made a lot of sweater pants. Okay, here we go. Forward and back, leaving about a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch seam allowance. Sewing sweater pants with the machine really reinforces it. Hand stitching is doable, but kids are tough on clothes, especially in the early years, so it's always good to get a really strong seam. Crotch is always tricky, go nice and slow. Forward and back to reinforce it, and we're done. See how it turned out. We pull it out, inside it out. Stylish bell-bottom sweater pants. Now the waistband leaves a lot to be desired, so I'm going to go ahead. This is the rest of the sweater. This is how it looked. Save this, because this can be made into a hot water bottle snuggie, which I'll tell you about another time. But I'll just cut that neck right off, leaving as much seam allowance as I can. Oh, there's the tag. Sometimes it's fun to leave the tags in, because whoever gets these sweater pants will know it was made out of cashmere. They get passed down through many children. You know, this cost me $3.99 at Savers. It's totally a dream. It's probably, you know, 50, 60, 70, $80 sweater. Depends on the brand. This could have been a cheap one. But anyway, you take your pants that are right side out, they're ready to go. You take your neck, I'm going to cut off a tag just to not distract our project here. You slip, turn it inside out, good side on the outside on the inside, inside out, outside in, upside down. You do the same, wiggle it on there, and I'm gonna line up that tag with my bottom seam so that when someone wears this, they can have it right to the back where a tag is. Chances are, if it's given to a child, the child will want the tag cut out. Kids hate tags. They bug them, and these are supposed to be really soft and cozy. So I just line it up. Pretty scrappy, but like I said, I'm kind of rough and tumble. You can pin this. It's probably a really good idea. But I've done this a couple times, so I'm just going for it. And I run it through my machine, lay it flat so the seams are facing out, get a nice start, leave myself a nice little seam allowance, and run her through. Now you want everything to line up, be nice and straight. So I'm following the seam of the turtleneck. part's boring, but I'm trying to avoid editing my video. Much better at sewing than I am at video editing. Tuck, 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 pull, pull, pull. The thread follows the needle. The thread follows the needle. In and out the needle goes. While Papa Dana mends his children's clothes. These are Papa Dana's pants. Oh my gosh, this is gonna fit Rosie till she's 7 years old. This is the coolest outfit. We could turn these into overalls very easily by making little straps from this scrapper. But we can also do a nice roll down waist and super duper stylish sweater pants from my friend Rosie. So, she's 2. These aren't gonna fit her for a while. But Papa Dana's ready with his gift basket. So that's how you do it. You can also sew in, these are Mama Yui's. And if we didn't have that nice turtleneck, what I would do is I would just turn the pants right side out. I'd roll it down. Nope, I turn them inside out. Turn it inside out. Roll the waistband down. You can see now if you don't have a lot of fabric in your armpit sweater situation, they can be a little low rise, but it's better to have, you can also add more fabric to make a different waistband. If you don't have enough of this cashmere, like we didn't, we can add a different color. But I could also seam this all around the edge and then just run a piece of nice thin elastic through it. So I'll do that for Mama Yui now, but to spare you more sound of my sewing machine, that's how you make upcycled cashmere sweater pants for your babes.